Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are in the garden. We finally got some rain, and if you've been following along, you know that that is a really big deal around here. So today I am going to be taking you around to show how everything is looking after that really good soak, plus an exciting update on the barn's exterior as that is coming together. So we installed the windows and finished placing the battens, and so I'll show you all of that progress here in a bit. But first, let's get started with the garden. So first things first, let's talk about these sweet peas. These are looking absolutely gorgeous, and I would highly recommend them for your gardens at home. These do really well in a milder climate, so they may not be extremely frost tolerant, but they will do really well if you live in a more mild climate like we do here in Zone 9B. And check these out. Our calendulas are blooming so beautifully, and they're edible too. You can sprinkle the petals on salads or make calendula tea. If anyone has ever tried that, leave me a comment in the section below. I would love to hear your story or how you like to use calendulas in the kitchen. And our pansies and violas are looking absolutely amazing. These guys have been super strong through all the heat waves that we have experienced, but I think the rain water probably really gave them a really good boost, and they add so much fragrance and color to the garden. So now let's talk about some of the vegetables that we have in our gardens. We have our celery, which has really bounced up since we got that rain. I noticed it was a little on the smaller side just like a week or two ago, and now we have full stalks. So that is always fun to see, and I know the kids will love coming out here and kind of trimming off their own celery and making their little ant logs with peanut butter and raisins, as kids do. But it is always nice to have those nice little snacks that they can come out here in the garden and enjoy. Here we have our Swiss chard, which is really soaking up that rain. It is just absolutely thriving and has really grown nice and tall. And here we have our dwarf kale, which is looking absolutely gorgeous, although I think we may be getting towards the end of the season because I can see where it is starting to bolt a little bit here in the center. So we will be pruning that back and just trying to get as much, or I should say as many harvests as we can this season. And you may remember a few weeks ago we transplanted in some broccoli, and those all formed beautiful heads. We actually harvested them just a few days ago, and we've got a few little tiny heads here left, and we'll probably be munching and enjoying the leaves as long as we can before we end up turning this bed over and planting some new stuff. Oh, and check out these garlic chives. Remember when I trimmed them just a few weeks ago? Well, now look at how full they are growing in. So trimming makes a huge difference, and if you haven't tried it, definitely do it. They will come back even fuller and stronger than before. And our strawberries are settling in really well since we transplanted them. Already seeing flowers, and that is a really good sign. You can see that here. But we have tons of new buds and strawberries growing on these plants, and we are going to be creating a strawberry bed dedicated for just strawberries, maybe a few companion plants with those. But I am very excited because I feel like that is going to be the best, most optimal way to grow strawberries, and I can't wait to try it out. So definitely stay tuned for that. Now I am really excited about this third garden bed because we have all sorts of things growing in here. We've got celery, we also have some garlic that we planted a few months ago. And oh my goodness, is that a weed? Oh! This bed is going to be fantastic. It's just really fun to see it all coming together. So we've got our carrots that are finally starting to mature, and we're getting so close to harvesting those. We've got cabbage. We also have some onions and a little cilantro that's been kind of hiding beneath that cabbage, calendula flowers, all kinds of stuff. So I am super excited to see this bed continue to mature, and in the next few weeks we'll be able to start harvesting from it. Our garlics, sweet peas, chamomile flowers, cabbages, all of that fun stuff. So stay tuned for that. And now let's move on to the barn, because I know a lot of you have been following along as we have been building this out. And since our last update, we have finally got the windows installed, which was a huge success. And we really wanted to incorporate as much natural light as we could, and installing these windows has really transformed the space inside and out. I feel like the exterior has a more cozy feel opposed to that of like a commercial building, and I just feel like it really changes how the entire building looks. And here you can see all the battens are up, and we're officially done with that stage. Battens are the vertical strips that you see that is part of the board and batten siding style, and they help to seal the seams and give it that classic farmhouse look. So the next step for our barn exterior is going to be the paint, and honestly we're still kind of deciding on paint colors, whether or not we want to do a more modern or neutral tone. If you guys have any thoughts, let us know in the comment section below, and we'll continue to keep you updated on this project. All right, and over here we have our tomato raised garden bed. This poor bed, it just is really in desperate need of a refresh. So at one point we did have some tomato plants. They did really well last season, but as the weather cools down, as all things, they must come to an end. So I just haven't had a chance to come out here and clear this out. But I am actually going to be turning this into a salsa garden bed. So I am super excited for that. We're going to be planting a few more tomato plants, some pepper plants, maybe some tomatillos, all the things that go into a really good salsa. And if you have any good recommendations for plants that I might need, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, or even better yet, if you have any ideas for a good salsa recipe, I would love to try those out as well. So let me know in those comments, and I am really looking forward to turning this bed over and seeing it all come back to life. All right, well, that's the update. Everything is loving the rain, especially the sweet peas, calendulas, and our vegetables. And we've got so many fun projects coming up, like the designing of a strawberry raised garden bed and our salsa garden. So if you're not already subscribed, be sure to subscribe so that you can be notified of any future updates. I don't want you to miss it. And be sure to hit that like button if you like this content. So, and tell me how your garden is doing. Drop your updates in the comments. I would love hearing from you guys. And thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope I'll see you again on the next one. Bye.